There's a great website I've ran into if you know anybody who's an immigrant. And you probably do, because actually, here's the data. I mean, the data show that there are like 47 million immigrants in this country, probably more every day. You know, both my grandparents were immigrants, and they came here and worked their butt off in coal mines down in, you know, all that soot and stuff like that. And my dad, well, he never went to college, neither my mom, and they were entrepreneurs, and that's what got me to go to college and be the crazy guy I am. So that's the immigrant story. So the immigrants are here now. I want to know, because I helped this for somebody else, if they have trouble getting legal help, because that's fine. You got to fight the system. You need legal help. And this is a database at the Justice Department. So justice.gov, and it's pro bono legal services, okay? So a list of pro bono legal service providers, and it's really for immigration problems. So if you put on California or any state, you'll find the list that, you know, charities and things like that help people who don't have the money to fight the system like this, because you have to know the system to fight it. You know, if you're going to go in there in a gunfight and only have a slingshot, you ain't going to win. The chances are pretty slim anyway. So that's why these organizations are people that try and do good work in this country and help people. So that's what, but they don't advertise. So you never find these people in Google, because if their website is in Google and you click on it, Google doesn't make any money, because they're not giving Google advertising money on the clicks. You know, the lawyers are. So if you put in, I need legal help for immigration, you know, all the lawyers will be up on the front page because they're getting money. They're paying Google for every time you click. But these people don't. That's why you have to know about it. Service providers. And here's an interesting report I saw. Oh, where the heck is it now? This is from the George W. Bush Presidential Center, okay? So this is not some left-wing wacko stuff, you know. This is from George Bush, a Republican president, debunking immigrant myths. And it's sort of interesting to see the data. Myth number one, immigrants are taking over. Well, immigrants actually only account for 13% of the total US population, which is in line with historical norms. So back when my grandparents came here, it was 13%, and still 13%. Okay, immigrants are all Mexican. Well, you come to Washington, D.C. and you won't think so. 30% of immigrants come from Asia. That's where they're coming from. And currently, more are coming from China than from Mexico. So they're all coming from Mexico is a myth. Okay, immigrants don't work. 72% of the immigrants believe hard work is how you succeed in America and are responsible for half the total labor force growth in the last decade. So that's saying that half the growth in our labor force has been from immigrants working. Yeah, I think people, you stay here long enough, you get discouraged as the system won't work for you. See, new people come to this country, they believe in America, and it hasn't come beaten out of them yet. They believe in the movies. Wait till they find out. Okay, immigrants don't help the economy. Well, here's the fact. Immigrant-owned businesses with employees have an average of 11 people. Okay, so they have 11 employees. That's what my dad did. Start a business. He had 100 and some employees. You know, he didn't go to college. His parents were immigrants off the boat. Okay, immigrants take American jobs. 7.6% of immigrants are self-employed. Okay, compared to only 5.6% of native-born Americans. And also, listen to this, immigrants represent 40% of the founders of Fortune 500 companies. So you're thinking about immigrants or people just going to turn this country to shit or whatever. You know, 40% of Fortune 500 companies are started by immigrants. What's wrong with that? We could use some of that now. Immigrants aren't educated. Actually, recent immigrants are more likely to have college degrees than native-born Americans, and are more likely to have advanced degrees. So there it goes. You think they're uneducated and all this kind of stuff. You know, it's hard to get the facts because everybody has an example and you show an example, but it's a general data. And that's why data, I mean, those individual examples are probably right. There's immigrants that are bad, there's Americans that are bad. I got lists of some names if you want to know something. And so that's always you could do. So for an anecdote really doesn't solve an argument, and what we're going to do in this country and how we're going to do it is important. So get the facts before you make that decision. Anyway, so if you know somebody who's never going to need that free legal help, it's there, and from the Justice Department. So they're giving grant, well, they're actually showing you. I don't think they give grant money. That people get grants from somewhere else, from other nonprofit organizations, but they're showing you where to get free help to fight them. That's pretty cool.